My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the Holy Word of God of 15th November 2021. The focus of our reflection: true faith is the interior sight that enables one to see what is true, good, and pleasing in God's sight. Any abandonment of faith is nothing but blindness. In the Gospel, Jesus heals a blind man. His persistence is a striking fact. When he begins to cry out to Jesus to heal him, the people around rebuke him to be silent. But he cries out all the more. This has a semblance in the first reading from the first Maccabees. Israel was surrounded by the Gentiles and misled by some lawless men. Many from Israel abandoned the holy covenant and sold themselves to do evil. However, many others in Israel stood firm. They chose to die and did die rather than to be defiled or to profane the holy covenant. This is an inspiration and a challenge to all the followers of Christ and all the believers of God. When there are so many opposing forces, when there are many negative and misleading influences, still can they remain clear and firm? Even when their life is at stake because of their choice for God and justice, can they remain stable and loyal? Especially in our own times when false values are profitable and rewarding, when compromises bring forth lucrative results and dividends. Do we resist and persist? Is it not true that today too there are many who abandon God and sell themselves to do evil like those in Israel? This is truly the blindness of heart and soul. Disloyalty is that blindness where one fails to see the fidelity to God and to the right values as the greatest priority in life. Like the blind man who says to Jesus, "Lord, let me receive my sight," let us also plead with him to give us the sight. And now the direction and the directive for our life. How many of us are really loyal and persevering to choose to die rather than to be defiled by the false values and trends and to profane the holy covenant of God?